Welcome back to another episode of the Harlem FKN Globetrotters here with PSG. We are on the Champions League group stage screen because, as you can see, we have been drawn in a pretty tough Champions League group. We have been drawn, first of all, with Manchester United. Obviously, we beat them in the quarterfinal stages of the Champions League last season, and we are playing our first game of the Champions League group stage away at Old Trafford. We've also been drawn with Lazio, who finished second in Serie A, and Rapid Vienna. Obviously, Rapid Vienna you would expect is going to be the easiest game of those, but they have managed to get a draw in their first game with Lazio. Actually, they are drawing at the moment. It is a game that is ongoing, so we will see how that turns out. But this is a tougher group than maybe I would have liked, but the benefit is that we are going to find out really what we have as a team in terms of competing against the very best sides. We've got two really tough teams in this group, and they are going to give us a lot more challenge than we're actually getting in Ligue 1 at the moment. First of all, you can see down at the league table here, we have won 7 out of 7. We've got a huge goal difference advantage already. Brest are the only team keeping up with us at the moment, so pretty straightforward there. We'll talk about everything that's been going on there in a moment, but if we just take a quick look at Manchester United, you can see they are actually second in the Premier League behind champions Manchester City, and Cristiano Ronaldo is still absolutely tearing it up. Top scorer in the Premier League, top average rating, and they have won 6 and drawn 1 of their first 8 games of the season. So they are going very, very well. If we look at Ronaldo, this is ridiculous. When I look at how Lionel Messi's physical attributes are really declining now, he's really lost his pace, lost his stamina, lost his strength. Cristiano Ronaldo at 37 is still pretty acceptable in all of those areas, and he's still scoring an awful lot of goals. So just as before, he is going to be the main danger man in this game. And if we just have a quick look at the tactics they've been playing, I'm not going to go too deep into it. I think we saw them last season. They got basically the same team as last season. It looks like Mason Greenwood is now their central striker, and Ronaldo is playing on the wing. Apart from that, they've got that number 10 role for Bruno Fernandes. They've got Jadon Sancho on the other wing. I don't think Juan Cuadrado is going to be playing as a right back. I don't think Alex Telles will be playing as their left back. They do have Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. They also have Billy Gilmore, apparently, that they've bought from Chelsea. And Odsonne Edouard, that they have on loan with a commitment to buy from Crystal Palace. They've got Serge Gnabry on the bench there. They've got William Carvalho. So it's going to be pretty much the same sort of challenges we had from them last season. But how good is Mason Greenwood going to be? Because he looks a very, very good advanced forward now. Maybe mentally he still needs to improve some, but he's only 20 years old. Fantastic talent. 3 goals for him so far this season. And Jadon Sancho, again, another fantastic young talent, still improving. He's got 3 goals as well. So this is a team that scores goals, and the tactical problem that I'm going to have is, what do I do about Bruno Fernandes? When we played them last season, we played with Idrissa Gueye as a defensive midfielder, and he really did a great job of controlling Bruno Fernandes. But we now, of course, are playing with Paulo Dybala, and I really don't want to drop him because he has been absolutely sensational for us. He's got 5 goals and an assist in the first 8 games of the season. He really is tearing it up. We'll look at our results in a minute. But the other big news that we have in our team now is I've got my Mbappe replacement, and it is Thomas Lemar. And you can see in his first 5 games, only 3 starts, he has scored 3 and assisted 3. He's had an absolutely sensational start. and he was in the last year of his contract with Atletico Madrid. So we decided to put a bid in for him, see if we could get him maybe on the cheap. Obviously, our transfer budget was not the greatest, but we were able to prize him away from Atletico Madrid for just 12.5 million, and I think it was 8.5 million up front, and the rest in installments. There's some in installments. There's some more when he plays 50 games. But this is a really, really cheap deal for the French international. And you can see, okay, he's not Kylian Mbappe, but he is a pretty good replacement in the same mold. Brilliant playmaking ability with his 16 passing and 15 vision, but he's got that dribbling and crossing ability on the left wing. Fantastic at dead balls. He's not slow, and so I think that as a backup left winger to Neymar, he is about as good as it gets in terms of someone that's going to be content to not start every game and just be coming in every now and then. At 26 years old, he reduces the average age of the squad. We did have a very, very old squad, and he just ticks so many boxes. He's French as well, so he's helped us with our Champions League registration. We only had to register one youth team player in the Champions League squad this season. Last season, I think we had to register 4, but now with all the French players that we've brought in, we've managed to get pretty much all of the Champions League squad as first team players. So if we have a look on the transfer history here, just so you can see how we finished off the season. So we just got in Thomas Lemar. That was our last deal of the transfer window. If we have a look on the outs, we managed to move on as well Rafinha and Kurzawa. So this was really, really good. Basically, I've managed to move on all of the players that I wasn't planning to use this season, maybe apart from Isco, who's not really getting any opportunities at the moment. So we sold Rafinha to Espanyol. We got, I think it was 18 million for him. So he was really good for us last season. I really liked him as a backup, as a squad player coming off the bench. But we've knocked a bunch off of the wage bill by selling him. Obviously, we spoke about Kurzawa last episode as well, and we've also on the loans we have loaned out Facundo Farias to Lyon. He wasn't really getting an opportunity to play, just with the amazing quality that we've got in the squad. The squad really is now a Harlem Globetrotters squad. It's like we're just playing exhibition games every week. So with Farias going off to Lyon, he is going to get the chance to play first team football, which is really good for his development. And we also loaned out, if I can just find him here, we also loaned out our other new signing, and I can't see him anywhere. There we are. Philippe Bungard is on loan in Ligue 2. So again, really good opportunity for him to play and develop. I think he's going to be a really, really good striker. So really pleased to find a loan move for him, which was a condition of his signing. So really, I think that's all of our business. We're looking pretty good in terms of how we've moved players on and worked the wage budget. And so now we're just really good to go into this game with Manchester United. You can see here that Erling Haaland is a little bit lacking in match fitness. He has actually been injured for a month. He has literally just come back. He is playing for the first time today. So we're going to have to see how his fitness goes. But I'm going to start him because he has been absolutely key to our form. If you look here, I mean, I said it, it's like we're just playing exhibition games each week. We've just been absolutely destroying teams. until Erling Haaland's injury. The last two games away at Strasbourg and home against Angers, we did struggle to create chances. We did struggle to score goals, particularly against Strasbourg. We were, in the end, not fortunate, but just pleased to get out of here with the win. You can see we only create 14 shots during the game. We only had an XG of 1, which is pretty low for how we've been playing this season. Messi was poor, but fortunately, Paulo Dybala came up with the winning goal in the second half, the 76th minute there, you can see, assisted by Thomas Lemar. So it does look like we're really going to rely on Erling Haaland for the bulk of the goals, and when he's not around, we do seem to lose a little bit. We've got Belotti, but he's obviously not of the same quality as Erling Haaland. So we go into this game with Manchester United, and as I say, I'm going to risk playing the number 10. I'm not going to play as we did last season with Idrissa Gueye, but what I might do, if necessary, is make a little change where we might drop Barella back and set Dybala to mark one of their midfielders. But I'm going to start like this and see how it goes. So this is our team to start with. Donnarumma, Hakimi, who's been on great form. Obviously, Nicolas Soulé as a better defensive option. I would have liked to have had him in from the start, but he's only just getting back to match fitness after his injury early in the season. So Hakimi is going to start on the right wing, at right back rather. Kimpembe and Marquinhos are the central defenders. They're now established. Sergio Ramos retiring at the end of the season. He's been a really, really good option the games he's played, but Kimpembe is now the preferred partner for Marquinhos. Hernandez as the left back. Verratti and Barella, for me, those two are the best midfield partnership in the world. I feel absolutely sensational playmaker Verratti, and Barella just a brilliant all-rounder. Dybala number 10, Neymar and Messi on the wings, and Erling Haaland up front. On the bench, we've got Ramos, Soulé, Wijnaldum, Paredes, Di Maria, Thomas Lemar, and Belotti. Really, really good team. We're going to go into the game with this setup, and let's have a look here and see how Manchester United are lining up in the end. Are they going to start Mason Greenwood at centre forward, or will Ronaldo go back to that striker's role? That will be the big question in terms of what we do with our marking responsibilities. So yeah, Ronaldo is going to be on the wing. We might just ask Hakimi to just hold back. We're maybe not going to do overlaps in that case. I think it does give us the option of getting at them down that right wing, because Ronaldo is not going to track back. We'll do the team talk in a second, but maybe I think I'm going to start without the overlaps. So let's take the overlaps off right now on both wings. And at the moment, I'm not going to play out wide as we did last season. I just think with the midfield quality that we have with the two midfielders and Paulo Dybala, I think we can get at Manchester United through the middle. What I am going to do is look to distribute to the flanks in transition, and I am actually going to take us off of play out of defence. So those will be the little adaptations that I'm going to make based on the opponent and the occasion. If we were to lose this first game, we then play at home against Lazio, and the group could become a little bit of a slog. So I really want us to get a good start here. I'm going to have Kimpembe marking Mason Greenwood, and I am actually going to put Hakimi to mark specifically Ronaldo. I don't want Ronaldo getting free. He's got such good movement off the ball. He's going to find spaces. So let's specifically mark him with Hakimi, although it's not Hakimi's forte. And we are going to start out like that. We're going to see maybe that's a huge risk not to play with a defensive midfielder marking Bruno Fernandes. But we are going to see what happens. If things are going well, I will stick with it. If it looks like a tactical mistake, then we will just pull Barella back to mark up there. And you can see Manchester United on very, very good form. 5 wins in a row, the same as us. So this really is a battle of the Titans here. This is, I mean, I said earlier on in the season, I feel very much like I'm Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and that I've had all the money to spend. I've got every player I wanted to get during the transfer window. There's absolutely no excuses now. So I'm really under that same sort of pressure that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is in real life, that, okay, now it's your team, it's your squad, now you've got to deliver. And Greenwood on the break, Hakimi went running off to go and mark Cristiano Ronaldo rather than defend the break of Mason Greenwood, which is something I absolutely hate about the way Football Manager works in the game engine. Hakimi just forgetting about the immediate threat and running off to go and find Ronaldo. But yeah, this really is, I'm like the French version of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So we have got to show that with all these signings, with all this quality in the squad, that we can compete against the rest of the very best teams in the world. Pogba and Gilmour there in midfield. That's why I really don't mind playing through the middle. I think Pogba is not the best defensively, and Billy Gilmour, although he's a very, very good talent, is not exceptional in the game yet. So I really think like we can get at them in midfield and control that midfield area. Bruno Fernandes is not going to come back. Big coming together in the area there. I was hoping that there might have been a little bit of a shout for a penalty, but no. Sancho gets away down the wing, and this is Marquinhos being pulled out wide as, well defended. I think that was aimed in towards Ronaldo at the back post. And United right now, we have the possession, which is unusual for us. But again, we know they sit back and do try and play on the break. And you know what? I'm just going to take it back to a balanced mentality. We've had positive on just with our dominance in the league. We've had a positive mentality, but I'm going to take it back to balance just to kind of try and counter their counterattacks. Try and keep our midfielders sitting back to cover that. I hope that doesn't let them more into the game. But that, thankfully, Mason Greenwood was offside, because that was a very nice move. And it looks like we're going to go in 0-0 at half time. And right now, well, Haaland has had very little impact on this game. We have had only one shot on target. We haven't really had a decent highlight. We're going to get everybody to dig in. Let's tell Haaland he can make the difference here. Will Dybala react? No, but Neymar is looking inspired. Hopefully that bodes well for the second half. Let's get back into this. I'm kind of pleased that we've had a good level of possession. And you can see that we've had as many shots as them. So we are competing on their own ground. We are competing at their level. So when we played, obviously, Liverpool in the Champions League final, Bayern Munich in the Club World Cup, we were completely dominated. They were better than us, really. But here at Old Trafford, we are showing ourselves to be Manchester United's equals. Even last season when we beat them here 2-1, they did have the better of the game. We just took our chances, had a couple of little moments of magic. And here we've just been brave enough to be more expansive as Messi finds Neymar. Can Neymar get a cross in? He can. And Haaland has missed a sitter. Brilliant opportunity for Haaland. He has been absolutely gobbling those up all season. maybe just coming back off an injury, just lacking that match fitness. Perhaps it just affected him there. I think I'm going to bring Sergio Ramos in. Yeah, now they are noting there that Sergio Ramos has, or Kimbepe is very, very tired. I'm going to bring Ramos in. Obviously, we've got confidence in Ramos's ability to come in and do a fantastic job, but he doesn't have the pace of Mason Greenwood anymore. So as they make a whole bunch of changes, as Pogba heads over the bar, we've got 19 minutes left. I would like to see us just do a little bit more. Disappointing, although we do have a better XG than them. We've only had those 2 shots on target. Neymar through again, lovely through ball. Should have been finished, and Haaland does finish it. Maybe Neymar should have finished that off first off. He got the one-on-one with De Gea, but Haaland is there to knock in the rebound. Beautiful ball over the top from Hernandez. Here Neymar really has to finish it. De Gea just palms it out. And Erling Haaland is there, as every good striker should be, just to tap that in. And I don't want to go to my setup just yet. Let's go to tactics. Hakimi is shattered, having been running around marking Cristiano Ronaldo throughout this game. I'm going to put Sule in as a no-nonsense fullback. He is just there to defend. And with Marco Verratti being very, very tired, we're also going to bring in Gini Wijnaldum. Those are our 3 subs for today. I'll leave the rest on as they are. And right now, we're not going to time waste yet. A little bit early for that. But I feel really confident with those 2 substitutions that these guys can come in and just give us a little bit more defensive solidity to finish the game. Really, really good. Let's again just try and get the team focused for the last few minutes of the game. Now it's time to start time wasting. Let's shoot on sight if we get the chance. And we're also going to hit early crosses. As they now have to push up, we're going to look to see if we can just win the ball and get it straight over the top into Erling Haaland on the break perhaps. 5 minutes to go. And Wan-Bissaka completely unmarked. Is this offside? I certainly hope so for the sake of our defenders, because that was appalling marking on the set piece. And it wasn't. Look at this. Nobody goes with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And that's disappointing. We're just going to completely time waste now. That's really, really poor. Not a very nice way to give up the lead. Still a decent result, drawing away at Old Trafford. I hope we don't now give it away completely. We nearly did. And maybe we're a little bit fortunate in the end to get away with the draw. Did I make a mistake by making the defensive changes? I guess all in all, we have to be pleased. It's not a bad performance, but I don't know. I mean, our assistant here suggesting that we should tell them they were unlucky. I don't think we were unlucky. I think we kind of gave it away. I'm going to go with him. We kind of if we think before their goal, did they really have a great highlight? Did they really have a great chance? I think we did control them for the most part. So I think we'll kind of lick our wounds. We'll be happy with the draw. An away draw at Old Trafford is not a bad way to start the campaign. And I think, although it wasn't our best performance, I think we probably did show enough just to just about deserve that result. So we can kind of be pleased that we did look on their level. So although I'm disappointed with the draw, let's kind of look at the positives. We are going to come back in just a moment. You can see in 5 days we are away to Lyon. We are going to watch that game. It's kind of our first tough test of the season, you might say, after beating Marseille on the opening day. If we look at how Lyon is looking here, the other big teams, Monaco have had a decent enough start. That will be another one to come back for. Lille, Marseille, Strasbourg, and Lyon are all kind of struggling a little bit at the start of the season. Lille do have those couple of games in hand, so we'll see what happens with them. But for now, we're going to go forward 5 days, and the second part of this episode is going to be against Lyon away.